How's it going, everyone? In this video, I want to talk a couple of things regarding PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5, RPGs, JRPGs, potential JRPG collections. We'll talk all about that. Dot Hack series has its 20th anniversary trailer drop. Digimon Survive got its release date trailer. Fingers crossed that since we have a release date trailer, the game's probably gone gold. It is not going to be seeing any delays. And 11-Bit Studios and Fool's Theory announce a narrative RPG project. We'll talk that at the end of this video. But first of all, Dot Hack series 20th anniversary trailer has dropped. I can't believe it's been 20 years since Dot Hack has dropped. But yeah, the first Dot Hack game, Dot Hack Infection, launched for the PlayStation 2 on June 20th of 2002. That was in Japan exactly 20 years ago. So they outlined a bunch of things that are happening. I mean, none of it really interests me. However, Bandai Namco also recently trademarked Last Recollection worldwide. Now, obviously, Dot Hack GU Last Recode encompassed the Dot Hack GU games. There are 4 Dot Hack games prior to GU that were a part of an arc of their own that you can encompass into a collection and drop. Now, you know, this might be a hot take, and I'm probably really in the minority when it came to this. I enjoyed the Dot Hack GU games more than the OG Dot Hack games. However, bear in mind that when I played the original Dot Hack games, I was like super young, so like if I revisit the games, maybe my opinion will change on those. And by the way, those original 4 games go for a pretty penny. I believe Dot Hack 4, I think it's called Quarantine, that one's like super expensive on PlayStation 2, so if we can get a collection, that'd be great. The Dot Hack GU games prior to Last Recode dropping, those games were really expensive on PS2 as well, but Quarantine was on like another level. It was just insanity because I remember, and I know I could have emulated the games, but I wanted to get like the original copies and play them on the PlayStation 2, and then I looked at the price and I was like, yeah, that's probably not gonna happen, but a new collection would be great. However, ultimately, I would like to see a new Dot Hack series in general. Now, I don't know if you could go through the route of how they did it back in the day when it's like 3 separate games. Like, it's one thing for Final Fantasy VII Remake to do it, and it's one game every, 2 to 3 years, and they're pretty big experiences. And, each Dot Hack GU game was relatively big, but I just don't think you can do that same model again with a new title. However, a new title in general that's just one encapsulated story within one game, or if you want to do follow-up titles that, are 2-3 years apart, there's a lot of routes you can go, and, like, it just seems odd to me, just on the basis that, usually speaking, when you get a collection or a remaster, it is a gauge to see if a new game could be happening. Now, it doesn't happen all the time. Okami HD dropped. I feel like it did pretty well. It's not like we've gotten a new Okami game. In the same token, from Capcom, Onimusha got a remaster. We haven't gotten Onimusha 4 or anything like that, but a lot of the times, that can happen where a collection drops and then it ultimately leads to another game dropping. Hell, we just saw it with Dragon's Dogma. Now, obviously, Dark Arisen, the remaster came out in like 2015, 2016 on PS4, I think 2014 on PC. So it took quite a while for Dragon's Dogma 2 to come to fruition, and Last Recode, I want to say, dropped back in 2017. So I'm not saying all hope is lost as far as a new Dot Hack game goes, but, it's been quite a while since Last Recode, so hopefully that does come together relatively soon. However, if they want to do Last Recode and then drop Last Recollection, and then you want to go the route of dropping a new game entirely, I could see why you would do that. It's just hopefully things pick up as far as Dot Hack, because I think there is like this core audience of people that, think back fondly of Dot Hack, and there's a lot of people I feel like checked out Last Recode and really enjoyed it, and I think there would be a market for a new Dot Hack game. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but I think it would do pretty well, especially at the end of the day, it just comes down to is it a quality game, and if it's a high-quality JRPG, there's always going to be a market for that. Alright, moving on from that, Digimon Survive, a game that I don't think anyone was expecting prior to the release date being announced, that we were going to get it as soon as we are, but we just got the release date trailer, and that seems like to lock in that July 29th release. I mean, we're at June 20th at this point. The game is what? 5 weeks away, 6 weeks away, something like that. I think it's gonna hit that July 29th release date, no problem. Fingers crossed. Like, you guys know, usually I'm pessimistic about release dates, but when it comes to something, that's only a little over a month away, I think we could be well, we could rest assured that it is gonna drop. This is a game that I'm super excited for, man. I love Digimon. I'm super nostalgic when it comes to Digimon. Like, I know Pokemon is always gonna be the bigger IP when you compare Digimon and Pokemon, but Digimon was always my jam growing up. Like, I like Pokemon too, but Digimon was where it was at for me. Like, I watch all the Digimon animes up to a certain point. Like, I even watched Data Squad, bro. Like, who the hell watched Data Squad? But nonetheless, some of the games were really good too. Like Digimon World DS, that game was a banger. And this one seems to be right up my alley. A darker story, a narrative-driven story, this tactical strategic gameplay that I'm not, you know, completely into tactics and strategic gameplay, but this looks pretty well done, and the fact is, love the art style, and if we can get a game that does Digimon justice and really has a darker and more mature take on Digimon, which is what we've been led to believe that we're gonna get out of Digimon Survive, I think that's gonna be great. And this looks to be a game that, if you're looking for bang for your buck and to get, you know, a lot of gameplay or a lot of content, because some of it is just more of a visual novel style, I think you're gonna get that because, you know, I expect this game to be at least north of 40 to 50 hours. I mean, they put out like an hour number, and, you know, I always take that with a grain of salt, so I'm gonna say 40 to 50. But yeah, really looking forward to it, and I know it went through some tumultuous times in development, so I do still have a little bit of pessimism surrounding Digimon Survive, just because I don't want to get my hype too high, and then ultimately be disappointed. And the game is dropping on the same day as Xenoblade Chronicles 3, so if you're a big JRPG fan, man, that day is going to be wild. And lastly, I do want to note, publisher 11-Bit Studios, its external development subdivision, and developer Fool's Theory have announced Project Vitriol, a narrative-driven RPG, and the largest title from them to date. It's got a budget of $3.8 million, and it was noted, our game is a deep, morally ambiguous, narrative-driven RPG, but let me unveil a little bit of the real essence. The game is about the esoteric side of reality, that dark part of the world that most of us don't see and are not aware of, but the darkness, it is there, lurking behind every corner. It watches us very closely from the shadows, and whether we know it or not, takes its toll, making sure we're going to have a debt to pay. The story begins in a place and time where reality, folklore, energy, and mysticism met together in the melting pot. Early 20th century Warsaw under Imperial Russian Tsardom. A global reveal of Project Vitriol is coming this summer, and there is like a very quick teaser trailer that was uploaded that doesn't give you much of an idea of, you know, the overall gameplay side of things, but it's interesting, man. 11-Bit Studios, they be putting out some games that make you feel some type of way, obviously with This War of Mine, Frostpunk 2 is coming up, and now this game, Project Vitriol, seems to have some heavy themes as well. But hey, I like that shtick from 11-Bit Studios, don't get me wrong. Maybe shtick ain't the right word, but, you know, them going and tackling some more darker themes and making you, you know, kind of feel some type of way about life in general. You know, maybe the games aren't for everyone, but this is a narrative RPG project, and, you know, This War of Mine, Frostpunk, the gameplay style was obviously quite a bit different, and hopefully Fool's Theory drops something of quality with this. I imagine we won't see it for a while in terms of actually it being released, but an official reveal is coming this summer. But that's gonna do it for me again. .hack series 20th anniversary trailer has dropped. Hopefully, Last Recollection, hopefully that comes out by like the end of the year, maybe early next year. I will definitely pick that up and I will revisit those games, even though I wasn't hot on those games as a kid growing up and playing them. I've been wanting to give them another chance for sure. And if we're getting the same level of upgrades that Last Recode gave us, hey, that's pretty cool. And if it's priced at like $40, $50 with all those games included, I'm down to give that another shot. Digimon Survive gets its release date trailer, July 29th for that. And a brand new narrative RPG in Project Vitriol, a full reveal will be coming this summer from 11-Bit Studios and Fool's Theory. That's going to do it for me. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.